Welcome to Home Buying Made Easy, the podcast where we pull back the curtain on mortgages, real estate, and everything the big banks hope you never figure out. Michael Dendy is a licensed mortgage loan officer with Edge Home Finance, and I'm Rachel, co-host and producer of the show. Every episode, Michael and I break down the stuff that actually matters without the jargon. This show is designed for everyday people like you and I to learn the home buying process so you can buy smarter, save more, and stop leaving money on the table. Now let's dive into today's episode.
Welcome to another episode of Home Buying Made Easy. I'm Michael Dendy, a mortgage broker, and I have Rachel with me here too. She is off to the side because that's what she does. And
I feel like you take offense to that.
I do. I take offense to that.
You should.
Mythbuster Monday is where we're at today.
Yes.
So what myth are we... I don't know, like when you kind of told me what we were going to be talking about a little bit, and you gave me some ideas, I'm not sure this is kind of a myth.
Kind
of not. It's kind of both.
It's both and.
It can go either way.
Yeah.
So,
there might be one, it might be easier if it was one way and not as easy if it was another way, you know?
True. So let's dive in.
Yeah.
Because all these people that are listening are like,
what
are you talking about? Could you just get on with the program here?
Okay, so today's myth is your loan officer has to be local to your area. So that means if you are in Tennessee or in Middle Tennessee, your loan officer should be in Middle Tennessee. Or if you're in Los Angeles, California, your loan officer should be in Los Angeles, California.
Well, let's just go ahead and get it straight that there shouldn't be any loan officers in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
You said that. You said Los Angeles.
Well, that was the first one that came to mind.
I don't know why. Okay. Okay. So I think this is kind of a both and. And the reason I say that is it can be, like, I would say the main thing is people have for years and years said, hey, do you have a local lender? Do you have a local person that you can reach out to? Do you have, and I think what they mean is a couple of things. One, is this somebody that you have access to? Somebody that you can call and they're like, you're not just a number on the wall or you're calling some huge call center out in the middle of nowhere that doesn't respond quickly, doesn't have an easy process. What's happened is, as a mortgage broker, we've built a team, and our team is in this both and area. And the reason I say that is we are local to Tennessee, and we're also local to California because I have somebody on my team in California. Mm-hmm. I have another person on my team that's in a different part of Tennessee. So I don't know that it's that important, like, hey, you got to be right local, right?
Right.
Here's the flip side of that. Making sure that you have a good, strong appraisal panel that represents the area that you are doing loans in. So, for example, we have a strong appraisal panel as a company, Edge Home Finance, our mortgage brokers. We have a strong appraisal panel in many cities across the country. Mm-hmm. So if somebody says, hey, I want to buy a house in Florida, I can do the research and find the appraisal panel. Obviously, we can't steer and make a specific appraiser go appraise a house, but we have strong appraisal panels across the country. And if you have strong lender partners too, the lenders are the investors that are investing. Mm-hmm. They're the ones that are doing the underwriting in our world. So having access to the underwriters is super important. And I think the most important thing is, do you have a system in place? If you're reaching out to a loan officer, do they have a system in place to be able to keep all the parties informed, the listing agent, the buying agent, you, the buyer, the coordinating the appraisal and helping with, inspection, information, and like all across the entire process of the loan and the
Mhm.
and the transaction, making sure that you have a solid team that's going to support every aspect of what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's, I think, more important than, hey, you need to be in Franklin, Tennessee. If
Right.
you're not in Franklin, Tennessee, I don't want to use you.
Yeah.
I think that's not even practical,
Right.
really,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. So what would be the biggest difference, let's say, between a local loan officer versus someone who would be remote? Like what challenges or maybe benefits would that bring?
Like I said, the only challenge that I can think of is if you're dealing with more of a call center type lender.
Mm-hmm.
The call center lenders, they're just dialing for dollars. And what I mean by dialing for dollars is once they get you off their plate, you've been passed off to somebody and they no longer are involved in the loan process. That can go south quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So having that point of contact. Now I have, we have a client right now, and this client calls me every day just to check in and wants to ask a question about the process, or how do I do this, or how do I do that? And I'm glad to answer the questions because this is their first time buying a house and it's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think too many times when you get into call centers or even lenders and loan officers that are just maybe too busy. You know what? I don't want to minimize being busy. Everybody's busy.
Yeah.
We at Edge Home Finance, we have some loan officers that are like, they're doing a lot of loans, but they're still giving that service individuals. So when that first time home buyer calls, when that veteran calls, when that person calls, they're right there answering the questions, diving in, making sure they're explaining the loan estimate and making sure they're explaining the numbers and making sure that they that the client understands the navigating through the whole process.
Yeah.
Not just, hey, get me this document or else.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Does that make sense? Like, I think that's probably the most important thing to, when you're looking for a loan officer, look for that over looking for, oh, is this person at my local bank?
Yeah.
Because your local bank may be terrible
for loan,
but
like for
a mortgage, they might be terrible.
Yeah.
You don't know, but I mean, so finding the right person that can help, you know, we pride ourselves on making sure that you're getting excellent service, excellent communication.
Mm-hmm.
You understand the process throughout the whole thing. The whole idea of home buying made easy is making it easier.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I would say that is a wrap on like how important it is. And the myth can go kind of both ways, but really it's more important to have the right team.
Right. Yeah. And a couple weeks ago we did talk about who's on that team in another episode. So if you didn't find that episode, go watch it back. So that's all we got.
You can go watch and listen to that one. If you have other questions, you want to find out who's on the team or find out more information about mortgages or anything else, feel free to reach out. We'll catch you next time.
That's a wrap on today's episode of Home Buying Made Easy. If you're ready to take your next step, our team is standing by. You can call or text us directly at 615-499-6335. You can also reach us at michael@dendyteam.com or check out the link in the show notes below. Whether you have one question or you're ready to go, we'll meet you right where you are. Thanks for joining us. From our team to you, let's make home buying easy.